Hello, Aquarius. Welcome to your weekly intuitive reading. I hope that you are doing well. We're going to tap into the messages for sun, moon, or rising in the sign of Aquarius. These are general messages, so take what resonates for you and leave the rest. If you're interested in a personal one-to-one reading with me, you can book that through my website, BeTheChange333.com. All of my information is in the description box below this video. Just click on the word more and it'll all drop down for you. All right, Aquarius. Well, something is in the air as I'm doing this reading. Something is a happening. And how do I know that? Well, when things get really still, when life becomes quiet, there's not a lot of movement going on, is when I pick up on, ooh, something big's about to happen. Something big is about to change and shift within us. I also know that we're still deeply under examination of Saturn. So we're like having final exams and testing left and right. Let's dive into the messages for you, Aquarius. What are the messages for Aquarius, please? Usually this testing has to do with how we think, react, and respond to certain events or stimulus or non-action in life. How are you going to repeat old patterns? Sometimes we do and we don't even consciously know it. Your first card, Aquarius. When I think I've surrendered, I surrender more. Yeah, that's what I'm feeling here right now. Surrender more. This is a test. This is a big test for many of us who are already consciously on the path of awakening and evolving and growing. We are replaying old stories, old scenarios, old patterns. I know for myself, it's like when nothing is going on, the old me would get restless and curious and worried. But the newer version of me is like, this is interesting. I feel something changing. Surrender. Sometimes that's all you can do is surrender. But it's important to pay attention to your feelings, whether they are arising or are you suppressing them. That was definitely a big message for me this morning of how my body naturally will suppress things from years and years and years and years of doing that. Okay. When I think I've surrendered, I surrender more. Okay. We have illusion that came out. what you may be perceiving or experiencing or thinking. There's some sort of illusion going on. Let's get deeper into this. When I think I've surrendered, I surrender more. What I've learned on my journey is when you think you know something, that's when the universe is going to show you. It's better to surrender and say, I know nothing. Certainly there are things that we have a deep inner knowing about, but when it comes to the journey of awakening and evolving, you're better off not knowing and allowing the universe to show you and guide you on your path. Doesn't mean that what you know is right for everyone else. It's just a moment of inner guidance or outer guidance. Your inner world does create your outer world for the most part. Oh boy, and our stories go deep. Our inner narratives go deep. That's why the old paradigm of spirituality really I think that's kind of designed to throw people, it's designed to get you to a certain state of awareness, yet it can throw people off. This is all an illusion. It's all a dream. We're not even really here. Well, we are. We're in these bodies. We're having a physical and sensory experience. So yeah, we are here. It's not exactly an illusion. I understand that from a higher perspective. I totally do, because I can get there. Yet we need to bring it down to earth at the same time while we're having a sensory human experience. We have recognition and reward. Okay. So, what's going on in your life? You may be feeling like you're not being recognized or rewarded for all of the work that you have been doing on yourself or whatever good vibes you are putting out there. It feels like nobody's noticing, nobody's paying attention, you're not getting support. That, my friend, is an illusion. So we can put that into perspective right there. Yes, the other people's attention and focus is placed in another direction. It has nothing to do with you. Yet that same energy, whatever your internal narrative, the inner child in you, the inner child that feels abandoned or just not recognized. Maybe you grew up in a household with several brothers and sisters, or even if you were an only child, your parents were distracted with life and did not give you the emotional attention and just the attention that you needed at that age. That might be replaying in your current experience now, where look at me. You want to give that to yourself, first of all. Look at me. You recognize yourself. Reward yourself. Don't look outside of yourself quite yet. It will show itself to you when it's time. When I think I've surrendered, surrender more. Conflict and defeat. It seems like repeating the same story, the same pattern over and over again, expecting a different result can feel very defeating. These are also tests and challenges that will test you from time to time to ask you to go deeper into something that is bothering you, something that will not leave your energy field. And it must be a part in you that's like, hey, feel me. I don't feel recognized. I don't feel like the universe recognizes me. I don't feel like other people recognize me. I'm not feeling the reward of all the hard work I put into myself and into this journey. And we all are feeling restless right now, Aquarius. You're not alone there. I just had a conversation with my guides this morning as and Saturn. I said, Saturn, these tests, it seems very counterproductive. In a world where we're meant to make great changes, I understand these great changes are coming from inside, but if you just keep testing us. I had this little conversation this morning. Of course, I got my answers, and I understand, and I have a bright red cardinal staring at me right now through my window. Try not to get in your head too much, Aquarius. This definitely is a test. Mental conflict. You know, the emotions rise up. Allow them to, but don't stick to the narrative that's going on in the mind. Observe it. Observe it. Interesting. I don't feel that I'm recognized. Okay. All right, universe. I don't feel like I'm recognized. You're in solitude a lot, and you are taking time to learn more about yourself and your path, which is good. So, all in all, you're surrendering, but are you surrendering to your unmet needs that are coming back up to show themselves to you? Because this is your chance to give that to yourself. Give yourself that recognition. Reward yourself for all of the hard work that you've done. You've come a long way. Don't forget. Don't forget where you've come from and where you're at. I got the chills all over my body. This is coming through very strongly. Now all the birds are out. The Hierophant. The teacher. And remember, the teacher is quiet during the test. That came through very strongly too. When I think I've surrendered, surrender some more. You are being tested. We all are. Saturn will meet up with the sun later on this week, but until then, we are under examination. Are you going to repeat old patterns and old stories and narratives? And if you are, that's fine. Let them show themselves to you. This is something that you want to make changes within, because as within, so without. 9 of Cups. You feel very defeated on achieving your dreams, experiencing all that you've ever desired to experience. Your hopes, your wishes, your dreams. It seems like it's a constant conflict and defeat. Try not to overthink this. I feel like when you get into this state, it stays in the mental, it stays in the mind. And then it does create certain illusions, illusionary stories. I feel as though when you're overthinking it, Aquarius, you have a hard time understanding what to do with your energy, and you get right back into the mental aspect of it instead of the feeling. And yes, sometimes things go slow, sometimes they go too fast. But when you think you've surrendered, surrender some more. We have the King of Pentacles below Solitude. So this is all about your legacy. I feel like there's a big desire to express, accomplish, achieve something that's going to have you feel more at home in yourself, comfortable with your situation, maybe even financially stable. But all in all, the way I read the King of Pentacles is your legacy. There's something I want to leave behind when I'm no longer on this planet, so that I am recognized for why I came here this time. So let's get you some advice. And if you're liking this video so far, please don't forget to click that like button below the video. Feel free to comment. I love to read all the comments. And if you're not subscribed, please subscribe. All right, advice for Aquarius. One more shuffle. Okay. We have ears wide open. So yeah, this is what you can do, Aquarius. Get yourself out of the mental conflict, the mind. Whatever's going on in there is an illusion right now. And pay attention. Some of them are subtle messages or cues. Regardless, the universe is speaking to you right now. The world is constantly speaking to us and offering clues about what's really going on beneath the surface of things. We all have the capacity to hear beyond the noise that reaches our ears. The challenge is when we feel misunderstood and unheard. When we feel insignificant, it's easy to over-explain ourselves in an attempt to get acknowledged. Now is the time to let all of that go. Offer your attention as the great gift it is. It's time to stop multitasking, checking your phone, thinking of what you're going to say next, and doing all the other things that keep you from connecting fully. Whenever we are in a state of chaos and distraction, paying attention to only some of what is being said, we lose the ability to pick up on everything, including that which is not being said. Deep listening is the way in which we immerse ourselves in the truth of the world. In this way, with ears wide open, we also open our hearts and minds to understand more than what is being conveyed through words alone. Opportunities arise from the subtle cues we miss when we are not 100% present. Purposeful, open listening is an act of true respect and intimacy. When you are in this space of receptivity, letting go of the need to be heard or to be right, you become expansive and alert to meaningful potential. Right now, keep your ears wide open, and you will find more than you were searching for. Right. And lastly, when I think I've surrendered, surrender more. Listen. Be patient. Be present. The universe is speaking to you right now. Do you hear what is being said to you? This is what I have for you this week, Aquarius. I hope that you find this to be helpful for you. And I'm sending you out so much love. Take care. Bye.